Someone asked me to read some of my poetry, and so I'd like to introduce that part of my writing into the Substack here, slash the internet in general. So I'm going to do that. It's a poem I wrote this year. I haven't shared a lot of poetry this year. And I'm doing some edits on some of my older work too, and I'm hoping to put together a little book this year. Hopefully, we'll see how she goes. So do let me know if you have any thoughts or if you like the poem or if it means anything to you. That'd be great. You know, a girl loves validation. Needs some of that. Send some hearts, some likes, you know? Anyways, I'll get started. So this poem's called The Morning Doves. It's 5 a.m. and time is an oppressive system because I haven't slept yet and I'm not tired. The world is coming together. The morning doves are singing outside my window. An American pawn shop owner named Kale received an album of rare photos depicting the Nanking massacre of China, where Japanese soldiers were responsible for the most atrocious war crimes. Honestly, the way the soldiers were conditioned to brutalize women and children, and this was in the 20s and 30s, is simply brutal. They were told they were their prizes, and it's just been killing and killing since as far back as Jesus, hasn't it? Even before then, hasn't it? It's almost like the rose-stained glass windows, Gregorian chants, and impossible architecture of the cathedrals were misappropriated, colonized even, by evil rats posing as popes, like Ratatouille except subverted. I wish they'd remake that instead of casting my favorite queen, Anne Boleyn, as black, just to continue racism in North America, to control all the fundamentalists, etc., etc. Americans should start immigrating to China, honestly. That'd really show them. Or they could at least put down their privileged fork at brunch and say something that brought a little justice back to that $30 plate in front of them. Decolonization instead of ego-poached eggs. The protein and DNA that runs thicker than hollandaise, and the mimosa that relieves a guilt deeper than the stress of losing the class battle to acquiring that higher tax bracket. I guess that's just it, isn't it? Subdue the guilt, don't look towards atrocity, and unnerve yourself once again. Just bypass and take another detour. The fact that I even have enough peace to hear the morning doves outside my window and the privilege to stay up late where the only war is my own psyche is enough to know I have it easier. Enough to know there is a war beyond the quiet that I can influence. I am the dove who collects the olive branch and sings of morning for all the voices my people do not hear. And that's the end of that. Pretty straightforward, but let me know if it needs some work. Obviously, I need to work on my delivery, but that's just how it's going to be today. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.